Waking up to your indestructible base being destroyed is pretty rough in Rust. Dying while carrying a lot of farm after hitting that last node on your way home is a pain. Getting code raided is one of the worst experiences you can have. That one time you got a text from your friend while you were at college that said you were being raided by Koreans, and so you drove home to help but ended up giving the raiders enough explosives to get your TC, so you had to farm for hours just to get your TC back. Makes you want to burn yourself alive. All of these events are things that Rust players can relate with in one way or another and understand the pain that comes with them. But what if I told you that these events aren't the most dreadful feelings that Rust can provoke from you? Now let me explain. Picture this. It is Hype Day, Wipe Day, aka Thursday at noon, and you are ready to grind. You play the day away for hours and go to bed with a decent amount of loot in your base. You wake up and grind some more, PvP, raid, and end the day with strolling the beach killing nakeds with your brand new AK. Saturday comes along and all of a sudden you get this feeling in the back of your head. You see your box of guns, explosives, and clothes and kinda shrug it off and think, I really need to use this now. That feeling kinda rapidly progresses until you either quit playing or get raided. It's basically the feeling of your items in Rust losing value as wipe day gets closer and closer, and it sucks for many reasons. The main reason I say this is the worst feeling in Rust is because it happens every single wipe, no matter if your base is stocked with AKs or bows. This dreadful feeling of your items losing their value is one of the things that makes Rust so hard to play for some people. All the hours of grinding you did start to feel kinda pointless because of how worthless your items now feel. Even if you defeated all of your neighbors in challenging raids, now you are just left with boxes of loot on a dying server that will wipe in a few days. I know a lot of veteran Rust players ignore this dreadful feeling, but eventually it is one of the major reasons people stop or never do play Rust. There are many ways Spacepunch can help players not feel like their items are worthless and reward them for just playing the game. The most obvious answer would be what they are already planning, and that is for a wipeless Rust. In a wipeless Rust, your items would lose a bit of value over time, but at a drastically slower rate than in the current Rust. Players would also have a reason to keep playing after they got raided, and would likely not give up so early. I personally would love a wipeless Rust, because I wouldn't have to burn 40 hours of my life into Rust for 3 days, and then stop playing until the next wipe. If the servers never wipe though, I can imagine people's bases being armories for the next world war, since groups can get a box of weapons 2 days into wipe. Another problem is that we are far away from a wipeless Rust, still, because of all the changes that are still needed to get it even close to going wipeless. I would also love to see a reward and progression system for your account or player. Something that rewards you for grinding hours upon hours in Rust, just so you have something to show off your 2,000 plus hours for. I would hope it would be something that isn't server locked, like the current blueprint system. There are many different ways Spacepunch could introduce a reward system for playing the game. It could be like the point system in PUBG, and we could get crates with that week's skins in them. It could be a shop where you get interesting craftable items that you can use in-game to show off how many hours you have. Of course, these items would have to be like role-player-ish stuff, so that it wouldn't be broken. The hardest thing I see with implementing any of these systems would be trying to calculate how many points a player earns while playing. If it was only based on your hours played, people could just abuse that by sitting in the main menu. And if it was from in-game stats, it could surely be abused in some way. Any system like these though would feel a million times better than getting a random ugly skin every blue moon that is worth 1 penny. The main point is, people just need something to look forward to while playing, no matter if they're having a good or bad wipe. This would give players a reason to keep playing all wipe long and would keep servers lasting a long time, which I think is what everyone wants. Thanks for watching.